Go back to where you came from. You are not wanted here. Sergeant David Harper stands over Angela Johnson at Maplewood Park. She is a black woman having a picnic with her 6-year-old twins, Ethan and Chloe. Officer, this is a public park, Angela says. Someone called, said. A black woman is acting suspicious here, looking around, constantly taking pictures. Harper's hand moves to his weapon. You match that description perfectly. I am watching my own children play. Stand up now. Steel handcuffs snap around Angela's wrists before she can protest. Click. Her twins start screaming. Her phone falls and shatters on concrete. White families at other tables pull out their phones. They record everything but do not help. Harper speaks into his radio. Suspect detained. Angela stays calm. She watches 3 black SUVs entering the parking lot. Nobody else notices them yet. She counts down silently. 2. This cop has no idea who he just arrested. Never mess with a black queen holding all the cards a few minutes earlier. Angela Johnson pulls into Maplewood Park's parking lot, with Ethan and Chloe bouncing in the back seat to anyone watching. She is just another mom planning a Saturday picnic. Jeans, Brookfield hoodie, sunglasses, nothing special. But Angela is not here for the playground. She scans the area as she unloads the cooler exits. Sightlines, civilian density, her eyes map everything in seconds. East Pavilion. That is where Councilman William Carter, corrupt city councilman, will meet his dirty lawyer in 20 minutes. Angela sets up near the playground. Perfect vantage point, mommy. Can we play, Chloe? Tugs her hand. Go ahead, baby. Stay where I can see you. The twins run off. Angela pulls out her phone, appears to scroll social media. She is actually coordinating with her team. 1 in position. A voice whispers through her hidden earpiece. 2 agents jog past, dressed as a couple. Team 2 ready. Ice cream truck pulls up near the pavilion. Team 3 set. Grounds worker rakes leaves, eyes on the target zone. Angela texts, all clear. Wait for my signal. She is FBI special agent in charge. This surveillance took 8 months to set up. 21 people are about to go down for corruption, but nobody here knows that. To them, she is just a black woman in the wrong neighborhood across the park. Sergeant David Harper starts his patrol, 50 years old, 23 years on the force. 3 excessive force complaints, all dismissed. He drives past families, waves at the white ones. Ignores the few others, then he sees Angela. His eyes linger. She is the only black woman in this section. He circles once, twice, watching Angela, notices but does not react. She has seen this before, a white woman. Linda Brooks approaches Harper's patrol car, pointing at Angela. Officer, that woman over there. Linda Brooks's voice carries anxiety and certainty. She keeps looking around, taking pictures on her phone near the children. Harper's partner, Officer Ryan Miller, 28 and still idealistic, leans forward. Ma'am, she is just on her phone. Lots of people. We check it out. Harper interrupts. Protocol. Miller hesitates. David, she is clearly just... I said, we check it out. Angela sees them approaching. She pockets her phone smoothly. Keeps her hands visible. Body language open, non-threatening. Visual contact, her team leader whispers through her earpiece. Stay cool, boss. Angela's pulse stays steady. She has run hostage negotiations, interrogated cartel bosses. 2 small-town cops do not scare her, but her twins are here. Harper's hand rests on his holstered weapon as he walks toward her table. Angela knows exactly how this goes, but today she chooses differently. Harper is certain he is doing the right thing. 23 years on the force, he knows trouble when he sees it. This woman does not fit wrong neighborhood, wrong park. Wrong skin color for Maplewood's family area, experience pattern recognition, keeping the community safe. He approaches the picnic table, shoulder squared. Ma'am, we have received a report about suspicious activity. Angela looks up, unnervingly calm. I am having a picnic with my children, officer. She gestures to Ethan and Chloe at the playground. You have been on your phone a lot, taking pictures, texting my family. Angela offers her phone. Would you like to see Harper? Does not take it, never does. What are you doing in this neighborhood? Miller shifts uncomfortably behind him. David, he says quietly. Come on, we are hunting ghosts here. Harper ignores him. I asked you a question, ma'am. Angela's voice stays level, enjoying a public park. Is there a law against that? Miller tries again, louder this time, Sarge. She is just having lunch with her kids, we should. I will handle this. Miller, Angela has been here before, different city, different uniform, same script, same assumptions. She chooses calm compliance. Not from fear, but strategy. Her twins are 20 feet away. Every word she speaks is calculated. She could end this. Now I am FBI. Check your radio, but she does not yet. Linda Brooks appears beside Harper, emboldened righteous officer. I am the one who called. That woman was photographing my son, a complete lie. Harper's demeanor shifts. Suspicious becomes accusatory. I need to see your ID. Angela pulls out her driver's license, just her name. Angela Johnson, and address, no badge, no federal credentials. Harper runs it clean, no warrants, no record. It should end here. Miller steps forward. David, she is clear. There is nothing. I decide when we are done, Officer Miller. Harper's voice hardens. You got a problem with that? Miller's jaw clenches. He steps back, but his eyes tell Angela everything. I am sorry. I cannot stop this. Angela makes eye contact with her jogger. Couple agents across the park. She touches her earlobe twice. The signal, hold position, do not intervene yet. She wants to see how far this goes, how far Harper will push. How much evidence she can gather. Ethan and Chloe stop playing. They have seen Mommy pulled over before. They know what comes next. Chloe's small voice carries Mommy. Harper's pride will not let him walk away, and Angela knows it. Empty your bag. Harper's order cuts through the afternoon air. Angela complies without argument. She pulls items out one by one: children's snacks, sunscreen, water bottles, a tablet for the twins, her wallet, chapstick, then a small black case. What's that? Personal items, Angela says. Open it. Angela's fingers pause on the zipper. Inside, FBI credentials badge. A citation from the director for exceptional service. She could end this. Right now, she zips it closed. I do not consent to a search without probable cause. Harper's face goes red as a firecracker. This woman, this suspect, is quoting law at him, challenging him in front of witnesses, in front of Ryan Miller, who's already questioning everything. Officer, safety concerns, Harper announces. Step away from the table. Stand over there. Miller moves closer. David, this is excessive. Note your objection and stand down, Officer Miller. Miller's jaw tightens. But he steps back. Other park goers stop and stare. Phones come out, recording, always recording now. Linda Brooks watches from a distance, satisfied she was right. To call hands on the table, Angela complies. Harper performs a pat down, hands rougher than necessary, humiliation as performance. Her twins watch their mother treated like a criminal. Ethan drops his toy truck. Leave my mom alone, his 6-year-old voice cracks a white. Father at a nearby table stands. Officers. This seems unnecessary. Harper whips around. Sir, step back or you are obstructing an investigation. The man sits down. Nobody else moves. Angela's mind works like ice. Every second is being recorded by civilians by her team's surveillance equipment. She is building a case against Harper, against the system that created him. Her rage is cold, controlled, calculated. She thinks of every black parent who's endured this without her resources, without her badge, without justice, waiting 6 words. That's all it takes. I am FBI. Check your radio, but she does not say them. Harper feels powerful. The crowd validates him. He needs to prove he was right to stop her. Every challenge she makes, every calm word at all, makes him push harder. Angela's phone rings loud, insistent. Harper picks it up. Screen reads Director Mitchell. That's my boss, Angela says quietly. Harper rejects the call. You can call back from the station. Miller steps forward, genuinely alarmed. Sarge. We have not actually. There is no probable cause for. She is being detained for investigation of what? Harper does not answer. He makes the decision that will haunt him forever. We are transporting her, officer. Safety. I am placing her in handcuffs. Miller's face goes pale. David, I cannot be part of then. Do not. Harper pulls out his cuffs. The crowd gasps. Someone shouts in protest. Angela's team leader speaks through her earpiece. Boss, say the word. We shut this down now. Angela barely moves her lips. Hold. She extends her wrists, does not resist. The steel bites cold against her skin. Click, lock. Ethan and Chloe scream. Margaret Hayes, an older black woman from another table, rushes over. I will stay with your babies, honey. Angela nods, throat tight. Her children's, faces red as firecrackers streaked with tears, will haunt her dreams for months. The cuffs are on, and Angela's gamble is now irreversible. Angela sits on the curb, hands cuffed behind her back. Steel digs into her wrist 10 feet away. Ethan and Chloe sob in a stranger's arms, the older black woman who stepped forward when nobody else would. This moment crystallizes everything. Angela thinks of her mother, pulled over 17 times in 3 years. Always polite, always terrified. Her brother arrested at 19 for matching a description, 6 hours in a cell. No apology. The FBI recruiter who said people like you do not usually make it through Quantico. Every black parent who's had the talk with their kids, keep your hands visible, do not make sudden movements, come home alive. This is not about her anymore. It is about Ethan and Chloe watching their mother criminalized for existing. It is about Harper facing 0 consequences because he never has before. Angela makes a silent vow. This ends today for all of us. Miller approaches while Harper radios dispatch. The young officer crouches beside her, face pale. I am sorry, he whispers. This is not right. Is there someone I can call? Angela studies him. 28, new enough to still have a conscience, old enough to know what speaking up costs. My phone. There is a contact. Director Mitchell. Tell him Angela's location, nothing else. Miller's eyes widen. Director. He nods. He retrieves her cracked phone. Hand shaking, finds the name, hits. Call. 1 ring. Director. Mitchell, sharp, authoritative. Angela's location. Miller hangs up, then he Googles her name. FBI Special Agent in Charge, Counterterrorism Operations, Public Corruption Task Force. His face drains of color. He just helped the FBI. Harper's backup arrives. 2 more patrol cars. He intercepts them. Voice. Urgent. Black female, suspicious behavior. Refused cooperation, possibly casing the area. 1 officer looks at Angela sitting calmly, then at her. Crying children, then at the crowd recording. What's the actual charge? David Harper's jaw tightens. Disorderly conduct. Resisting. She resisted verbally, the officer's skepticism shows. But he does not push across the park. Councilman William Carter shakes hands with his lawyer. An envelope changes hands. Angela's team captures everything. The councilman walks to his car, unaware he's about to be arrested. Mission accomplished. But Angela's focus has shifted. The crowd grows. A local activist live streaming on her phone. Y'all seeing this black woman handcuffed for having a picnic. This is 2025 and this is still happening. 200 viewers in 30 seconds, 400, 800. Linda Brooks tries to slip away. The older black woman blocks her path. You are going to watch what you started. Linda stays face flushed. Miller walks back to Harper, phone in hand. His voice is quiet. David, I really think we should reconsider. Get the crowd under control. Miller, that woman is. I do not care who she thinks she is. She is going to the station. Miller steps back. He has done what he can now. He waits. Angela's earpiece crackles. Boss. Director Mitchell is en route. ETA 8 minutes. Your call. She does not respond. Just watches Harper organize her transport. Help is coming. But will it arrive before they take Angela away? Get her in the car. Harper's order echoes like thunder across the park. 2 officers move toward Angela. She stands, hands cuffed behind her back. They guide her toward the patrol car. A slow walk of humiliation past her screaming children. Mummy. Mummy. Ethan's voice cracks with desperation. Raw broken, the crowd swells. 51. April 70. 100 phones everywhere raised high. Recording from every angle like a jury of witnesses. Someone starts chanting, let her go. Others join. The voices build, merge, become a roar. Let her go, let her go. Miller makes one last attempt. Sergeant, with this many witnesses, the cameras maybe. We should reconsider. Get crowd control set up now. David, she has not actually committed any. That's an order. Officer Miller. Harper realizes this might go viral. He is not scared. He is angry at this woman for making his job difficult, angry at the crowd for not understanding police work, angry at Miller for showing weakness in front of everyone. His internal justification intensifies. She must be guilty of something. People do not act this calm unless they are hiding something. 23 years of experience tells him so. He cannot admit error now. Not here, not in front of all these people. Angela is 10 feet from the patrol car. When Ethan breaks free, Margaret Hayes tries to hold him, but the 6-year-old is pure adrenaline. In fear, he runs toward his mother's sneakers slapping pavement. Mommy, one of the backup officers, not Miller, intercepts the child, grabs his thin arm. That's when Angela's composure fractures, not into panic, into something colder, harder, lethal. Take your hands off my son. Her voice cuts through the crowd noise like a blade level, commanding final. Now the officer freezes. Something in her tone carries authority, the kind that comes from leading hostage negotiations, directing tactical operations, breaking cartel bosses in interrogation rooms. Power that does not need a badge to be felt. Harper hears it too for the first time. Real doubt flickers across his face. 3 black SUVs pull into the parking lot. They move with coordinated precision, professional, a deliberate, unmistakable park in formation, blocking exit routes, military clean. The crowd notices phones pivot. The chanting stops. Silence falls like a curtain. Someone whispers, "Who are they?" Harper is too focused on the crowd to notice, too committed to the arrest, but Miller sees them. His face goes slack. All color drains Miller. What's with those vehicles? I do not know, sir. He knows exactly what they are. The SUV doors open simultaneously. 8 people emerge, dark suits, sunglasses, federal bearing, unmistakable even at a distance. Angela is at the patrol car door now. Harper's hand rests on her shoulder, guiding her down into the back seat. The FBI team is 15 feet away, closing distance, walking with purpose. Harper's about to turn around, and his world ends. Step away from her now. The voice is pure authority. Federal Final Special Agent Thomas Blake stands 5 feet away, FBI credentials held high. Badge catching sunlight, FBI, you are currently detaining a federal agent. Release her immediately. Harper's brain refuses to process it. This has to be a mistake or prank, someone trying to intimidate him. He is a 23-year veteran. He knows his job. I do not care who you say you are. This woman was. Blake steps closer, voice dropping. Special Agent Thomas Blake. That woman is Special Agent in charge. Angela Johnson, you have 10 seconds to remove those handcuffs before this becomes a federal incident. Other agents fan out, professional, coordinated. One approaches Ethan and Chloe with a gentle smile, clearly familiar with them. Hey, Ethan. Hey, Chloe. Mom's okay, we are here. The twins recognize her, stop crying. The crowd realizes what's happening before. Harper does, gasps ripple through the onlookers. Someone shouts, "Oh my God," the activist's live stream explodes. Y'all, this officer just arrested an FBI agent. This is insane. Her viewer account hits 3,000, 6,000, 10,000. Harper's hands shake as he reaches for Angela's cuffs. This cannot be real. He runs through the last hour. Where did he miss it? Her calmness, her precise language, the way she never seemed afraid. The handcuffs click open. Angela rubs her wrists, watching Harper's face cycle through denial, fear, anger, bargaining. She has seen this expression before. The moment someone realizes they have destroyed their own life, she says nothing. Just maintains eye contact. Miller steps forward, voice quiet. I can verify, Sergeant. I called her superior. She is FBI. Harper turns on him. Betrayed you. What I did, what was right. Blake addresses Angela formally. Agent Johnson. Are you all right? I am fine. Her voice shifts, no longer the calm civilian. Now the federal officer. Secure the scene. I want body camera footage from every officer present. I want witness statements. I want the woman who made the false report detained for questioning Linda Brooks Bolts. An agent intercepts her in 3 strides. Ma'am, you need to stay the backup officers are already on their phones calling supervisors requesting union reps. They want distance from Harper. This is career-ending and they know it. One whispers to his partner, I am not signing anything. I just got here. Harper stands frozen, watching his world collapse. Angela's identity is revealed, but her real power has not shown yet. Angela turns to face Harper fully. The crowd goes silent. Every phone recording this moment will replay millions of times. Sergeant Harper, her voice is calm, steady, devastating. I am going to ask you the same questions you asked me. Harper opens his mouth. Nothing comes out. What are you doing in this park? Why did you target me specifically? Do you have probable cause for the detention search and attempted arrest? Silence. I am a federal agent conducting a lawful operation. I broke no laws. I matched no descriptions. I was having a picnic with my children. Her eyes do not leave his. You detained me because a white woman told you I looked suspicious. Do you know what that is called? The crowd waits. Racial profiling, civil rights violation, unlawful detention, assault under color of authority. She pauses. And you did it with my children. Watching, Angela steps closer. How many moms like me have you done this to, Sergeant? How many who did not have a badge to protect them? Harper's silence is answer enough. Blake hands Angela her bag. She opens the small black case Harper demanded to see earlier. Inside, FBI badge, credentials, and a citation from the director of the FBI for exceptional service in counter-terrorism operations. She holds them up for everyone to see. This is what you would have found if you had opened it. Her voice stays level, but you did not want evidence. You wanted compliance. Harper's career flashes before his eyes. 23 years, his pension, His reputation. He tries to formulate words, an excuse, an apology, anything. I did not know. You did not identify yourself. I should not have to. Angela's response is immediate, sharp, final. I was committing no crime. My badge does not make me more human than anyone else. You have done this too. It just means this time there are consequences. Blake approaches quietly. Boss, Councilman William Carter is in custody. We got everything. But Director Mitchell is en route. He wants to handle this personally. Angela nods. This is bigger than Harper now. She walks to where her twins stay with Blake's partner, knee down at their level. I am okay, babies. Mommy's okay. These are my work friends. We are safe. Ethan's voice is small, broken. Why did the police hurt you? The question hangs in the air. Every camera captures it. Every microphone records it. Angela has no easy answer that question from the mouth of a 6-year-old who just watched his mother handcuffed Will become the most viral moment of the year. The FBI director is coming and he is bringing federal charges. A helicopter descends on the Maplewood Park's athletic field. Rotors kick up dust. Assistant Director Richard Davis steps out. 56 silver-haired legendary, 2 federal. Prosecutors follow. Davis surveys the scene. His best agent with handcuff marks, traumatized children, panicking cops. He approaches Angela first. Agent Johnson reports, sir, conducting approved surveillance on target. Carter local PD detained me without cause for 49 minutes. Maintain cover until operational security allowed. Revelation. Your children shaken, sir, but safe. Davis turns to the crowd, phones everywhere. Good, I am Assistant Director Richard Davis, FBI. His voice carries across the park. Special Agent Angela Johnson is one of the Bureau's most decorated officers. She has LED operations dismantling terrorist cells, corruption rings, trafficking networks. She saved hundreds of lives. Pause. Today she was handcuffed for being black in a public park. Silence. But Agent Johnson is not just here for family time, Sergeant Harper. Do you know William Carter? Harper's voice cracks. The city councilman, corrupt city councilman, under arrest for racketeering, fraud, conspiracy. Agent Johnson's operation just concluded. Successfully, 21 people in custody, 16 million in fraudulent contracts exposed, including 3 officers from your department. Harper Swayze, the words detonate. Agent Johnson has investigated public corruption here for 8 months. Your department has been under federal review for civil rights violations for 6. Today's incident becomes Exhibit A. Miller closes his eyes. Every officer present will be interviewed within 72 hours. All footage is evidence. The woman who filed the false report will face charges. Linda trembles. Davis reveals key credentials. Agent Johnson graduated top of her Quantico class. She has LED. The FBI's Public Corruption Task Force for 2 years. Commendations from 2 presidents. The crowd is stunned, and today she was treated like a criminal for existing, while Black Harper tries desperately. I responded to a complaint. I followed protocol. Your protocol is racial profiling. That's racism with a badge. It ends today. A federal prosecutor steps forward. Sergeant Harper, immediate. Administrative leave without pay. Pending federal investigation, the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division will contact you within 48 hours. Retain legal counsel. Harper nearly collapses. Angela steps forward. Director Davis, permission to address Sergeant Harper directly granted. Angela faces him eye to eye. You asked what I was doing in this neighborhood. I bought a house 3 blocks from here last month. My children will attend school here. This is my neighborhood, and you will never make another family feel what you made mine feel today. She pauses, lets the words land. You want to know what weapon I had, Sergeant? Your skin was the weapon, my skin was the threat. That's all it ever was. Harper stares at the ground. She turns to Miller. Officer Miller, you made the call when it mattered. You chose integrity over loyalty. That's real police work. The Bureau will be in touch. We need officers like you. Miller's voice breaks. Thank you, ma'am. Angela kneels on the grass, speaking to the cameras, every phone to every parent who's had the talk with their kids about police. To every person profiled, detained, or humiliated for existing while black. You are not crazy. It's not in your head. It's real, and it has to end. She stands, calls her twins, Ethan, Chloe. Come here, they run to her. She holds them as cameras flash. What happened today was wrong, but Mommy's job is to make sure it happens less. You just saw that real power does not come from a gun or handcuffs. It comes from truth. The activist live stream hits 100,000 viewers, 200,000. U.S. hashtag justice for Angela trends nationwide. Harper stands alone. His partner will not look at him. Backup officers distance themselves. Davis addresses everyone one final time. What you witnessed happens every day in America. Usually without cameras, without badges to protect victims, without justice. Today was different. Today there will be consequences. He turns to Angela. Agent Johnson, take your children home. We will handle the rest. Blake brings her FBI jacket. She puts it on, walks past Harper without a glance. He does not exist anymore. Harper's career is over, but Angela's fight is just beginning. 72 hours later, the video explodes. 55 million views, more than the Super Bowl. Justice for Angela trends worldwide for 7 days straight. Every major network covers it. CNN, MSNBC, Fox, international outlets. The 10-second clip of Ethan asking, "Why did the police hurt you?" becomes the most shared content of the year. Angela releases one statement. This happens to people without badges every day. My platform is a privilege. I will use it to ensure systemic change. Not just viral sympathy. The police department implodes, Chief. Patricia Reynolds suspends Harper without pay. Promises full transparency. 300 protesters outside headquarters. Disagree, they want federal oversight. Someone leaks Harper's personnel file. 3. Excessive force complaints, all dismissed. 9 racial profiling complaints. All unfounded text messages surface, showing casual racism discussions about keeping certain people out of neighborhoods. Miller is revealed as the whistleblower. Death threats flood his phone immediately. He is placed in protective custody. 2 senior officers resign. Linda Brooks is fired from her tech job within 48 hours. The Justice Department announces a pattern and practice investigation. Not just Harper, the entire department. Every arrest Harper made in 5 years will be reviewed. Consent decree, likely federal oversight for minimum 5 years. Director Davis assigns Angela to lead the FBI's portion. She resists. Sir, I am the victim. I should not investigate my own case. You are investigating a department, not your case, and you are the most qualified. Davis pauses. Will you let them silence you by making you a victim instead of an agent? Angela accepts. Meanwhile, her corruption operation yields massive results. Councilman William Carter indicted on 46 counts. 3 police officers arrested for taking bribes. Construction fraud ring. Exposed $16 million in fraudulent contracts. Canceled 2 state legislators implicated. But media focuses on Angela's detention, not her successful operation. Blake Vance boss, we just took down the biggest corruption ring in state history. Everyone's talking about Harper. Angela responds strategically, then we use that attention every interview about Harper. We mention the 3 cops who are actually dirty. We connect the dots, civil lawsuits flood in, Angela sues Harper. The department and the city announces all settlement money goes to organizations fighting racial profiling. Margaret Hayes, the woman who comforted Angela's twins, files a class action on behalf of everyone profiled in Maplewood Park. Over 10 years, 329 people joined. Within 2 weeks, federal prosecutors bring criminal charges against Harper. Deprivation of rights under color of law. False arrest assault against Linda Brooks, filing false police report, conspiracy to deprive civil rights against the department, pattern of civil rights violations. Linda Brooks's life collapses, social media finds her, pattern 4. Police calls on black neighbors in 2 years, a delivery driver, a teenager fundraising a couple. Viewing houses, she becomes the national face of weaponized white tears. Her apology video goes disastrously viral. For all the wrong reasons, her husband files for divorce, her consulting business dies. Community changes emerge, Miller gets an FBI job offer, accepts, resigns from the force. Maplewood Park installs a memorial plaque, community oversight board established with real power. Angela's story inspires 628 black women to apply to the FBI, the largest recruitment surge in bureau history. Some officers claim they are afraid to do their jobs. Angela addresses this in an NPR interview. If your job requires violating civil rights, you should be afraid. Good cops should welcome accountability, it protects them too. The twins struggle, therapy, twice weekly nightmares. Chloe will not let Angela out of sight in one session. Ethan says, simply because of our skin. Angela's heart breaks, but he adds, Mommy fixed it, though. She is a superhero. The legal battles were just beginning, and Harper's hearings tomorrow. 6 weeks after the park incident, the Departmental Review Board convenes downtown. 5 board members behind a long table, the room packed, media activists, Angela's FBI team, community members. Harper sits with his lawyer and union rep. He looks smaller, grayer, the swagger from Maplewood Park gone. Blake sits in the back, silent, watching. Harper's defense attorney opens. Members of the board. Sergeant Harper has 23 years of exemplary service. He followed his training, responded to a citizen complaint appropriately. Had no way of knowing the woman was a federal agent. Pause for effect. He never used excessive force. This was an unfortunate misunderstanding, blown out of proportion by media sensationalism. Activists shift angrily. Someone mutters bullshit. The chair gavels for silence. The prosecution presents their case. Body camera footage plays. Harper's approach, his tone, unnecessary aggression during the pat-down. Expert witness analyzes transcripts, comparing Harper's language with Angela versus white park owners. That same day, the differences are stark. Undeniable testimony on implicit bias, how it manifests in split-second decisions. Harper's prior complaints. 3 excessive force incidents, 9 racial profiling complaints. All dismissed, text messages projected on screens. Jokes about certain people, references to keeping neighborhoods clean. Most damning, Harper's own body camera before approaching Angela. He tells Miller, let's see what she is really doing here. The tone implies guilt before contact. They play it 3 times. Miller takes the stand. Nervous former colleagues glare. He has received death threats. His testimony is unwavering. Sergeant Harper made up his mind before we approached, I said. Multiple times we had no probable cause. He told me to learn how to spot trouble. When I asked what trouble, he said, look at her. Look at this neighborhood. That's when I knew it was about race. Harper's lawyer attacks. You turned on fellow officers for an FBI job. Convenient, isn't it? Miller's jaw tightens. My oath is to the Constitution, not to other officers. Racism applause erupts the chair. Gavel's quiet. 3 character witnesses testify. A black man. Harper arrested 3 years ago for trespassing in his own neighborhood. Charges dismissed, cost him a job. A Latina woman. Harper pulled over 6 times in 1 year. Never ticketed, just warnings. A black teenager detained for suspicious activity sitting outside his grandmother's house. Pattern established, systematic, years in the making. Linda Brooks testifies under subpoena. Terrified, facing criminal charges. Prosecutor: why did you report Agent Johnson as suspicious? She was looking around a lot. Did you see her commit any crime? No. Did she approach any children besides her own? No. Did you report the white man with binoculars watching birds 20 feet from the playground? Silence. How is that different? Linda whispers. I do not know, against his lawyer's advice. Harper takes the stand, defensive, angry, victimized. I have dedicated my life to public service. Put my life on the line. I have never been racist. I have black friends, black colleagues. I could not have known she was FBI. She should have identified herself. The prosecutor stands calm, surgical. Should she have to be FBI to deserve basic dignity? That's not what I meant. You handcuffed a woman having a picnic, ignored your partner's objections, is rejected. A call from an FBI director traumatized 2 6-year-olds, 2 2-year-old children steps closer. Your defense is you did not know she was important enough to treat like a human being. Crushing silence. How many Angela Johnsons without badges have you done this to? Harper has no answer. The board deliberates. 40 minutes. Findings: Harper violated policies on reasonable suspicion, failed to de-escalate, ignored partner's objections, demonstrated clear racial bias. Recommendation: immediate termination for cause. State decertification. Federal charges proceed. Pension forfeited. 23 years gone. He leaves broken. No career, no pension, no reputation outside. Reporters surround Angela. Agent Johnson comment on the verdict. Angela faces the cameras. This is not about revenge. It is about accountability. Every person profiled, harassed, or humiliated by someone with a badge deserves this outcome. Pause. 1 down, system to go. Harper is finished. But has anything actually changed? 6 months after Maplewood Park, the scar becomes a statue. Angela's handcuffed wrist, broadcast 55 million times, transform into federal policy with teeth. The DOJ consent decree arrives like a judge's gavel. Federal oversight for the department, minimum 5 years. Mandatory bias training, where failure means termination, not reassignment. Body cameras that cannot be turned off. Independent civilian review board with subpoena power that actually matters. Chief Patricia Reynolds retires under pressure. The new chief is a black woman with a reform mandate and community policing background. She cleans house methodically. Partnerships replace antagonism. Transparency replaces silence. Miller leads the new training division. Every cadet watches the Maplewood Park video. He pauses at the moment. Harper handcuffs Angela and asks what should have happened here. The answers are different now. At the state capitol, legislators debate the Johnson Law. It requires officers to document specific reasons for every stop, creates a public database. Establishes a decertification registry so bad cops cannot simply migrate to the next jurisdiction. A conservative senator from a rural district stands to speak. I have watched that video a dozen times. I kept thinking, what if that was my daughter? He votes yes. A progressive representative from the city adds, this is not about left or right. It is about right and wrong. The law passes with bipartisan support. The governor signs it at a public ceremony Angela attends, but does not speak. Her presence is statement enough. Angela is promoted to assistant director. When Davis retires, she oversees the FBI's expanded civil rights division, but refuses to become just an administrator. She still works cases, still goes into the field. Leadership from the front in an NPR interview. The reporter asks, has your case changed policing in America? Angela's answer is careful. Honest, it changed one department, influenced others. Put everyone on notice, but systemic change takes decades. What happened to me happens to someone else every day. They just do not have my platform. My job is to keep using that platform until every person has the protection I had. Are you optimistic? I am determined. That's better than optimistic. The ripple effects continue. The black man Harper, wrongfully arrested years ago, gets his record expunged, receives a settlement, finally gets the job he was denied. The Latina woman repeatedly pulled over becomes the community police liaison, building bridges, speaking truth. The teenager detained outside his grandmother's house studies criminal justice in college, now wants to be the change. Margaret Hayes starts a support group for families impacted by police trauma, meets weekly at Maplewood Park, the monument. Angela did not ask for becomes a gathering place for healing. The Johnson Standard enters law enforcement vocabulary. Police academies nationwide use the video as a case study. The Johnson Standard becomes shorthand for accountability. That means something. Companies adopt policies terminating employees who weaponize police against minorities. Linda Brooks clauses appear in handbooks. Her infamy becomes a warning. During a team meeting, a young agent asked Angela, "Boss, was it worth it going through all that?" Angela considers carefully. I did not choose to go through it. Harper chose to do it to me, but I chose what came after. And that's where power lives, not in avoiding injustice, but in transforming it. The scar became a statute. The viral moment became systemic change. Incomplete, imperfect, but undeniable. The reforms are working. But Angela's family is still healing. 1 year later, Maplewood Park, Saturday afternoon, Angela returns to the same spot with Ethan and Chloe, intentional, therapeutic, reclaiming the space where her children's tears fell. The park has changed. Near the playground stands a monument, black granite, simple inscription. In memory of every person profiled, detained, or dismissed for existing while different. May we build a world where dignity is universal, not earned. May 2025, fresh flowers rest at its base always. The twins have changed too. Therapy helped, time helped. But they are different children, more aware, less innocent. Lesson learned the hard way. Chloe notices a new black family setting up nearby. Nervous glances and cautious movements. Mommy, should we go say hi so they know it's safe? Angela's heart swells. Her daughter. Learned empathy from trauma. They walk over. The mother recognizes Angela immediately. I saw the video. You are the reason we felt safe coming here. Angela smiles gently. I am just someone who had a platform. You always belonged here. The women talk, kids play no. Officer circles. The park feels different now. Miller arrives, FBI Special Agent Ryan Miller. Now he meets Angela at the monument, full circle, graduated top of my class. They asked me to speak at graduation. I told your story. Half the cadets cried. You could have told your own. You risked everything I did, what you already knew I would. You saw something in me I did not see in myself. Silence, comfortable, reflective. Do you still get angry? Miller asks every day, but I also get hopeful every day. Both can be true. He hesitates. I heard Harper's working security at a warehouse now. Night shifts, barely making rent. Angela nods slowly. Lesson. Learn it hard way. You ever think about no? Her voice is firm but not harsh. He had 23 years to learn. He chose not to. Some people only learn when they lose everything as sunset approaches. Angela sits alone. She thinks about her mother who cried for 20 minutes after the video went viral. Her brother now, they know what we have always known, the strangers who shared their stories, the reforms working, the ones failing. The long road ahead, she has made peace with complexity. It hurt, it helped. Both are true. Ethan approaches as they pack up. Mommy, do you still love the police? No? Simple answer exists. I love what police are supposed to be. People who protect everyone. I do not love when they forget, and I work every day to help them remember. Are you still a police FBI? A little different, but same idea. I protect people, even bad people, everyone that's theory. Chloe joins, even the officer who hurt you. Angela pauses. Truth, but gentle truth. I protected him from himself, showed him what he was doing was wrong so he could not hurt anyone else. That's protection too. He lost everything, but maybe he learned hard way, but learned. Angela's phone buzzes. Work email. Another case, another officer, another family. She sighs. The work never ends, but Ethan grabs her hand. Can we come back next week? Angela looks at her son at the park where they once cried, now reclaimed. Yes, baby, every week if you want. Walking to the car. Angela sees a white woman eyeing a black teenager skateboarding. The woman reaches for her phone. Angela walks over calmly, shows her badge. FBI, that young man is skateboarding. That's not illegal. If you call the police on him for existing, you will be filing a false report. Do you understand? The woman nods quickly, puts her phone away. Angela addresses the teenager. You are good. Enjoy your day. He skates away, relieved. Real authority does not need to announce itself. It just needs to show up. If Angela's story moved you, understand this. It is not fiction. Every single day, people are profiled, detained, and humiliated for the crime of existing. While different, most do not have badges. Most do not have federal teams arriving to save them. Most suffer in silence, their stories never going viral, their justice never coming. But change is possible. Real change.